Hello children, this is Rosalind Madam, and today we'll be starting with the second chapter of Standard 8, that is Population Dynamics. So children, this chapter deals with the different aspects of population such as distribution of population, density of population, factors that affects the distribution of population, etc. So we'll start. So first thing we have to know is what is population. So definition is given here in the second paragraph. You can see here the total number of inhabitants of a particular place are collectively known as the population of that place. The population is unevenly distributed in the world. Some areas of the world are densely populated while others are sparsely populated. So here you can see the total number of people living in one particular area is termed as the population of that area. Okay. Next is distribution of population. What do you mean by distribution of population? See here. The term population distribution refers to the way the people are spaced on the Earth's surface. That means some places in the world are densely populated, some are sparsely populated, and some are moderately populated. See, it is estimated that the world population has crossed 7 billion mark in the year 2011. The 10 most populous countries of the world account for nearly 60% of the world's population. And here you can see the list of the countries and their rank population wise. So here you can see China on the top, then India, USA, like that. Our next topic is density of population. Density of population refers to the number of people living in 1 square kilometer area. There are some areas in the world which have more than 1000 persons per square kilometer, whereas there are many areas which have very low density of population. So children, this density of population you can understand here by looking at this map of India, figure 2.2. You can see different colors in the index show the distribution of population and density of population. So here you can see states like Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal, Kerala. These states have high density of population. On the other hand, you can see states like Arunachal Pradesh, Mizoram, Sikkim. They have very less density of population. Now the following table shows the areas with the different densities of population in the world. Some places are densely populated, such as fertile floodplains and industrial regions of the world, and here the population is above 100% per square kilometer. Examples are Eastern Asia, South Asia, Western Europe, East Central North America. Then there are some places which are moderately populated areas. That means these areas are neither too dense nor too sparse. These areas are rich in irrigation and mining activities. Here the population is between 50 to 100% per square kilometer, and the areas given are central part of the USA, southern Russia, West Africa, Eastern Europe, peninsular India, South America, and central China. Next is sparsely populated areas. Here the population is less than 50% per square kilometer. These are areas like hot desert, cold desert, and hilly terrains. Here some examples are given: the Sahara Desert of Africa, the Kalahari Desert, the Arabian Desert, etc. Now we'll see the factors affecting the distribution of population. So here you can see this box given, and you can see here there are two categories of factors. First is physical factor and next is economic and cultural factors, and below physical factors there are relief feature, climate, natural vegetation, soil, availability of water, and under economic and cultural factors there is mineral resources, industries, transport, urbanization, migration, government policies. So these factors influence the distribution of population, which means in which areas people like to live because of these factors and which area people don't prefer to live. Okay, now we'll see each factor one by one. So first is relief feature or type of landform. So here the plain areas of the world are densely populated as compared to the deserts and mountainous areas, as the plain areas are rich in fertile soil and they have adequate irrigation facilities, transport and communication facilities. So because of these things, people prefer to live in plain areas. Next is climate. Climate is as important as relief features in influencing population. Adequate climatic condition attract population in an area. Extreme climatic condition discourage the concentration of people, while moderate climatic condition attracts them. So people prefer to live in areas with good climatic conditions. So the next physical factor is soil. Soil is an important factor in determining the density of population. The areas with fertile soil like the northern plains support high population density than those with infertile soils like desert. Next, water resources or availability of water. Water is one of the most significant needs of human being. Water is necessary for agriculture, transport, industries, domestic use, and for many more activities. Thus, most of the people tend to settle in the river valleys. Next factor is natural vegetation. Dense forest areas and thorny forests are not adequate for human settlement. The density of population is higher in the grasslands. Next is economic and cultural factors. Under this, first is availability of mineral resources. The areas rich in mineral attract more people as compared to the barren desert areas. So people prefer to live in areas where mineral resources are available. Next, industries. Industrial areas offer massive employment opportunities which attract a huge population. So people move to industrial places because they get lot of employment opportunities. Next is transport, urbanization, migration and government policies. The areas which are well connected with transport system are more populated than the remote areas. Similarly, the urban areas and good government policies support high population density as compared to the rural areas. This means that people prefer to live in areas with good transport system. Then people prefer to live in big cities, urban areas where government is providing them lots of opportunities. Now next we will move to our next topic, that is population growth. What is population growth? The growth of population is the change in the total number of inhabitants in an area during a specific period of time. This growth can be in the form of positive change or negative change. So here you see the meaning. The growth of population means the increase or decrease in the total number of people living in an area. Now we'll see what is positive change. Positive change refers to the increase in the population in an area in the specific period of time. And negative change refers to the decrease in the population of an area in a specific period of time. So positive change means increase in population and negative change means decrease in population. And these changes occur due to these components of population change. First is birth rate, death rate and migration. Birth rate means the number of live births per 1,000 people in a year. That means how many births are taking place in one particular area during 1 year time period. And death rate refers to the number of deaths per 1,000 people in a year. Now the next component which affects the population growth is migration. Migration means the movement of people from one place to another is called migration. It has two main types, in migration and out migration. What is in migration? When people or migrants come from other place and settle down at a particular place, it is called in migration. It is also called immigration. Out migration. In this form of migration, people move from a particular area to settle down in another area. It is also called e-migration. Now this movement of people take place from rural areas to rural areas, from urban areas to urban areas, rural to urban areas and urban areas to rural areas. Next is composition of population. That means what is the characteristic of the population in an area. Okay. It comprises age composition, sex ratio, literacy, urban and rural population of a place. Now we'll see each topic one by one. First is age composition. So age composition shows the distribution of population according to the age. See here, categories of population. First is children, that is dependent population 0 to 15 years. Then adult or working age population, that is between 15 to 58 years. And old age, again this population category is dependent population, that is 58 and more. Next is sex ratio. Sex ratio shows the number of males and females in an area. It can be described as the number of females per 1,000 males. Next, literacy. Literacy shows the number of educated people in the world. Literacy rate is not same in all the areas of the world. It is more in the urban areas than in the rural areas. So this literacy rate shows us the number of educated people living in an area. Our last topic is age and sex pyramid. The age and sex structure of a population comprises the number of females and males in different age groups. It is shown by age and sex pyramid. So here children, you can see the data of two countries, Nigeria and Australia is given, and here you can compare the number of males and females in different age groups. So if you'll see it closely, in Nigeria you can see that this age and sex ratio is almost same. The number of males and females is same. But if you'll see Australia's graph, you can see here the number of females in comparison to male in some of the age groups is higher. So this is all about your chapter. Now we'll move to our question and answer. So first we'll start with very short answer type questions. First question is, what is population? So to mark this answer, take out page 31. Mark this answer from here. The total number of inhabitants of a particular place are collectively known as the population of that particular place. This much. Next, name the factors that affect the distribution of population. Come to page 34. See this box. You write all the names under each heading. Next, name the 5 most populous countries of the world. Again, come to page 31. You can see here this list. Write first 5 names. Next, what do you mean by density of population? For this answer, take out page 32. Mark it here. Density of population refers to the number of people living in 1 square kilometer. Next, which areas of the world are sparsely populated? Take out page 33. Mark the names. The Sahara Desert of Africa, the Arabian Desert, the Gobi Desert, the polar areas of Antarctica, tundra region, tropical forest, and mid-world mountain range are the sparsely populated areas of the world. Next, name the components of population change. Page 35. See this box, green box. Components of population change: birth rate, death rate, migration. Write it in points. Next, we'll start with short answer type questions. First question is, how do cultural and economic factors affect the distribution of population? For this, take out page 35. Economic and cultural factors. You will be writing the 3 points with heading. First is mineral resources. The areas rich in minerals attract more people as compared to the barren desert areas. Hence, the mineral-rich areas are densely populated. Second point, industries. Industrial areas offer massive employment opportunities which attract a huge population. Third point, transport, migration, urbanization, and government policies. The above factors are also responsible for the growth of population. The areas which are well connected with transport system are more populated than the remote areas. This much. Next question. Write a short note on the population growth. Page 35. Mark from here. The growth of population is the change in the total number of inhabitants in an area during a specific period of time. This growth can be in the form of positive change or negative change. Population growth is the increase in the number of individuals in a population. Next, discuss the role of migration in the population distribution. For this answer, take out page 36. Mark from here. The movement of people from one place to another is called migration. Migration affects the distribution of population in a country or an area. Migration can be temporary or permanent. Next question. Give a brief note on literacy. Page 36. Literacy shows the number of educated people in the world. Literacy rate is not same in all the areas of the world. It is more in the urban areas than in the rural areas. What do you know about the age and sex pyramid? Page 37. The age-sex structure of a population comprises the number of females and males in the different age groups. It is shown by the age and sex pyramid. The shape of the age and sex pyramid shows the characteristic of the population. Next, we'll start with long answer type questions. First is discuss the following. You will write short notes on this. First is age composition. Page 36. Start from age composition shows the age structure of the population. It is the distribution by age of the population. The whole population of a country can be categorized in 3 categories. Point number 1, children 0 to 15. Point 2, adults 15 to 58. Third point, old age 58 and more. Next, sex ratio. Sex ratio shows the ratio of males to females. It can be described as the number of females per 1000 males. Birth rate. Right from page 35. It refers to the number of live births per 1000 people in a year. This much. And the last point is death rate. It is also given in page 35 only, last paragraph. It refers to the number of deaths per 1000 people in a year. Question 2. Explain the factors that affect the distribution of population. For this answer, come to page 34. For this answer, you will be writing 4 points only. So, first point, the relief feature. The plain areas of the world are densely populated as compared to the desert and mountainous areas, as the plain areas are rich in fertile soil and have adequate irrigation facilities, transport and communication facilities. Second point, climate. Start from second line. Adequate climatic conditions attract population in an area. Extreme climatic conditions discourage the concentration of people, while moderate climatic conditions attract them. Third point, soil. Soil is an important factor in determining the density of population. The areas with fertile soil support high population density than those with infertile soil like desert. And fourth point, the water resources or availability of water. Water is one of the most significant needs of human being. Water is necessary for agriculture, transport, industries, domestic use and for many more activities. Thus, most of the people tend to settle in river valleys. Next, write a note on the following: densely populated areas and moderately populated areas. For this answer, come to page 33. This table given here. Mark densely populated areas. First point, fertile floodplains and industrial region of the world are densely populated areas. Second point, areas where population is above 100% per square kilometer. Third point, these areas include Eastern Asia, South Asia, Western Europe and East Central North America. Next is moderately populated areas. These areas which are neither too densely populated, not too sparsely populated. Second point, these areas are rich in irrigation and mining activities. Third point, areas where population is between 50 and 100% per square kilometer. 3 points for this answer. Our next question is, population is unevenly distributed in the world. Why? Support your answer with suitable reasons. Please write this answer from here. The population is unevenly distributed in the world. Some areas of the world are densely populated while others are sparsely populated because of the various factors. Point number 1. People prefer to live in areas of good climate, flat topography, fertile soil, and where water is available. Second point, high density of population is also found in mineral-rich areas, industrialized areas, because they offer massive employment opportunities. Next question, thus complete the following table. Children, you will do it as your homework. Then revision assignment. Some of the questions are given here. Define and distinguish between. You please write from here. Thank you.